Everybody get your fucking hands up.
Hello everybody, welcome back to today's video. Today guys, we're going to be reading the Fortnite X Marvel Civil War comic book series. Today we got issue number 1. This is the main cover, I believe. So, Cage, Mustard, Divla, Parsons, and Delgado all made this comic book series. There is 5 of them. So basically, yeah guys, so it's like the same as the Fortnite Batman Civil War and the Batman Foundation, that you get codes for additional cosmetics. So this one we're gonna get is the Fortnite, we're gonna get the Fortnite Spider-Man Civil skin, which means that you can get this on with variant issues. Also has it too, so don't worry, you should get them, because right here it says bonus edition and additional cosmetic download code and details inside. So here we go. So alright, so here's what the first page looks like, and also Moon Knight. So nice advertisement over there. I'm gonna try to get better at this. So okay, so the first page, at least someone's in the prices bar. So I guess the bartender, I think that's who it is. He says, "Ain't seen you in a while, Patch. Wasn't sure you'd be back." And I'm not sure who that guy is, but he says, "You ought to know by now. I always come back." The bartender says, "Same again." Spider-Man says, "Oh, bartender, can I have some fresca, please? Extra ice." So I think that's what I was trying to say. And the guy says no. And Spider-Man says, "No, what?" And he says, "No, what? No to whatever is saying crap you're fixing to drag me into Spider-Man. I came here to get away from that kind of thing." Jonesy says, "I'll take a puffer fish. That acquire, I hear, is a local key. Or is that Reality 617? And, oh, my bad, that's Wolverine. He says, you'll have till the count of 3 to get out of here before I throw you one out. 1, 2, and then Wolverine says, Little Boom Jones, I will have whoever strongest." Alright, so also they show, oh, sorry. So they actually show this code here, which I'm going to blur it, which I'm going to I'm gonna put something so you guys don't see it. So yeah guys, so now they put these codes in the front now with this little card. It will say Fortnite X Marvel Civil War. It will say Spider-Man Civil outfit, and then it shows you how to claim it with the code there. So that's kind of interesting. Now they're showing it on the front. So also now the codes will expire on December 31st, 2023. So you guys have a long time to claim this. Alright, anyways, continue on. We have the Imagine saying, "While you're looking at short, dark, and hairy, a reason I might actually listen to Spider-Man's pitch. If that was passage for courtship, sorry. In your reality," Wolverine says, "Bartender drinks for these people. The guy in the webs is paying." Wolverine says, "Sure, you're the easy on the eyes, but you also make webs nervous, and I enjoy that." Spider-Man says, "Nervous, me, ha." And I say again, ha. It's not like every pretty redhead makes me perspire through my bodysuit. The material was supposed to prevent sweat stains. The Imagine says, "I'm the Imagine. This is Agent Jones. We need your help, Wolverine." And then Imagine says, "I thought Spider-Man was the best one to explain things to you, being from your world. I still mostly think so." Spider-Man says, "Fine. I think one of my credit cards has some wiggly room." Oh man, it's getting funny already. Okay, Spider-Man says, "Okay, you might have heard about the chunk of Manhattan, including the Daily Bugle, and me accidentally disappearing. Now, this is time we should end up in some fact if I could kind of add in whatever say it. Wolverine says, you find yourself a black costume again. Alright. And then the back. Oh, wait. Oh, that's so cool. Wait. Oh, so basically, guys, updates. So you guys can actually take out this card. They actually put it inside these comic books. So they actually put it in this first page. So it's cool that you can just, like, you can take that out instead of, like, in the same page. That's actually kind of cool. So now I'm gonna put my card right here because that's the code, which I'm not gonna show it because that would be really rude. Alright, so next page. Looks like we have a battle. We have Spider-Man. He says, it's a different universe or place wherever every reality ever comes from. The source of that really big bang is a ball of energy called the Zero Point. For a super long time, the Zero Point's been controlled by the evil scientists by Alpha named the Imagine Order. They do evil sciencey stuff, things like snatch people from different realities and make them fight each other. One time they grabbed some folks from here, Dora, Iron, and you, Wolverine. For what I hear, it wasn't her to be left out, maybe a little. And he says, anyways, sorry, trying to make sure you can focus. Things are way worse than Imagine Order decided to pull the plugs and start over, wiped out on the Iron and everyone on it. Trying to stop them, we had the 7, except there are only 6 of them. There's a whole other story of Redhead here is one of the 7. The Foundation says, hit them with everything you got. We need to take this outpost at any cost. That's our ticket into the bridge. And I think Spider-Man says, these leaders, a big armored guy called the Foundation. Imagine if Tony Stark was Nick Fury, but built like the Hulk. Excuse me, guys. Okay, Spider-Man continues on saying, besides Jones, the 7th Army was made of what we call Yoopers, and I don't mean cough caddies. Excuse me. Continuing on, there are folks who've been kidnapped from other realities. The 7 are slowly pulling them out of the Yoop. The never-ending fighting I mentioned. The Foundation says, we got this. Even if they seal the door, we can break in. We just have to make sure they don't. And then Dr. Sloan says, let's cut or lose this gunner. Gunner says, copy that, Dr. Sloan. Spider-Man says, in the Yoop, if you get killed, you come right back to life to fight some more. That's, oh my god, sorry, this focus thing is annoying. That's it. Oh my god, okay. It says, that's never a good sound. Foundation says, everyone down. Outside the Yoop, and then shows the phone. It shows the starters. Lego. Is that a game? Let me see. Yeah, it's a game. Okay. Continue on. We have 8 Ball. Say, fish stick. Why you laugh? Spider-Man says it's a little more permanent. And it looks like he got cut. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Foundation says that's not a fish stick. It's a snapshot. One of the duplicates the item makes of the people in the loop. 8 Ball says, wait, really? Oh, dang, the scared triangle. Foundation says the real fish stick died a while ago. I'm sorry for your loss, 8 Ball. And 8 Ball says, hold on, what? And then Jones says, hey, we got them to blow up their outpost and take out a bunch of their own guards, so yay. Foundation says they can replace the guards from 80 other of billion realities. The outpost means nothing. Foundation continues on saying, still mates are losers for us. We know they're working on a weapon of mass destruction. We had the Visitor. Foundation says we need more power on our team, a game charger. The Visitor says, I have a thought about that. The Scientist says, we are listening, Visitor. We have the Origin there as well. Visitor says, y'all remember the Mecha, the Paradigm built? And guys, this is actually like some spoilers about the collusion event. So I'm happy we didn't get this until now, because then we would get spoiled a lot. So, and then it says the Paradigm is the missing member of the 7. Kind of a sensitive subject. She did a heel turn, change size, and join up with the Imagined Order. Alright, and then now I think wherever he says, the Foundation says, she helped them build a giant robot mecha that she plotted against a giant monster, or Keija, or the kids say. The mecha looks like it beating, took it beating lost an arm. At the end of Fortnite Chapter 1, Season 9, the Lion. But we won the fight afterward. Afterward, it did a dance that's kind of things that. Alright, sorry guys. So basically, continue on. It says afterward, it did a dance that's kind of lots of things. There are lots of dancing. I came up with my own one to see. Okay, sure, maybe later. Anyways, then she makeup blasted off into the sky, never to be seen again. The 7 word around for that. They hear about it from the Jones, but the origin is a big on research. Alright, next page. Foundation says interesting origin. You trace the mecha's flight path, right? Origin says, I didn't crash land on the moon orbiting the island. Presume. Alright, sorry guys again for that. My thing cuts off for some reason. So anyways, continue on. I think I went up saying, presumable the paradigm was seeking other creatures. Considering the ice stretch sheet of the land the monster came from was actually a fragment that broke off the moon not long ago. And then the origin says, but that moon is an ice body, extremely hostile environmental, daily cold hurricanes, force winds. Foundation says scientists, any way to accurate the process that Mecha will give us the firepower to turn the tide. Scientist says, well, there are some things I could try, assuming we could reach the moon and survive here. Origin says there's been no word from the paradigm since if she crashed, she will have soon die of exposure. And then Mecha was badly damaged. Presumably we couldn't get there and live it. Will take more time than we have to rebuild it. Scientist says, but there's tremendous risks that code could crack even armor, and any ship with through there would likely be brought down by weather conditions. Spider-Man says, hey, great plan, loving all sorts, but let's put a pin in it for a second. He says if I can get back to my world, I can recruit a whole army of tough customers. Some of them haven't even seen here before, but they were just the tip of the iceberg. We got a whole universe of them, and we love them to all get together for cosmic emergencies. Excuse me. The visitor says, we do have one of the Imagine Orders portable device, but it's only got 2 chargers left. Yes, but each charger can bring a definite number of beings back to the island. The origin says, and for what Jones told us, 2 of the Spider-Man's allies manipulated weather. Spider-Man says, yes, Door and Storm, they totally signed up for this, I hope. A manager says, my bad. Visitor says, if they can ease conditions on the moon, one plan could serve the other. I said, it's worth using the portable device. And then Spider-Man, and then the origin, my bad. The Imagine says, but that's only get Spider-Man back here to get home. He needs access to the 0 point itself at the center of the Order's stronghold. Spider-Man says, hey, stealth is my thing. Stealth, quips, and webs. My 3 things plus power and responsibilities, 5 things. Jones says, I used to work directly with the 0 point. I can guide you to it. I know the path, at least resistance, and adapting to different realities is my thing. Origin says, that's the Foundation thing. He says, fine, I'll cover your back, but just to the 0 point. I need it here. Spider-Man says, alright, I'll be back in a flash with the Cloudberry. The origin says, actually, same as the gun has 2 charges. After you send your allies back here, there's something I'd like you to do. Alright, continuing on. We have Galactus. Spider-Man says, wait, what do you have in mind, Origin? Origin says, my vocation and avocational is the study of various realities. When we briefly sized the bridge before the island flip, it was able to access the Imagine Orders database and learn something interesting. At the end of Fortnite Chapter 2, Atlanta, how am I saying that? There's Galactus. Back when Galactus intended to devour the 0 point, even though he was driven away, he dislodged a small fragment. As the devourer was forced back to your reality, that's the fragment went with him along your realities. As best I can determine, the fragment crystallized during its passage and end up on your Earth. Origin continues on saying, during this battle with the monster, the mecha will charge itself by grasping the seal point. If you can bring back that fragment, it may enable us to power up the mecha in seconds instead of months. Spider-Man says, you want me to miss the big battle again? Huh. Fine, it's kind of my trademark now. I'm on it. The order, you can see him. My sister's going to. It's not that we trust you. It is that we don't trust you. Jones was one of them, and we don't know skinny guy at all. We just have a personal stake at this. Spider-Man says, care to elaborate? No, fair enough. I also prefer Wary. Okay, to continue on, the reunion. They says, you sure you want to do this alone? They can spare us both order. I'll be back soon, and then we will get what we long waited so long for. Be careful. Fountain says, alright, Jones, any thoughts about the best way in? Jones says, oh, dude, I have thoughts. Prefer to my marbles at my genius. Alright, continuing on. We have, I don't know who these people are. See, that's where my dump out toxic waste. We have Jones, Spiderman, oh my god. Spiderman sends into the ocean, and oh, we're supposed to wade through toxic waste and not get noticed and murder in the process. Jones says the ocean will be explode the waste around into the void around the island as for getting in. They said, oh my god, sorry guys. Okay, press yourself close to our armor and the cloaking will cover you up to body heat. Sound energy will be undetectable. Wash the hands you're literally encased in armor that can insurrect you. Engaging cloaking. Here we go, starting from here on now. Alright. I'll be glad not to have this anymore. I swear it's going to give us cancer. We don't have trust in my reality. Yeah, but you got those parasites that burrow into your, and then it goes clock. Because I think they take out some IO guards. So we're almost, and these are the last two pages, I think. So continue on. Excuse me. Spider-Man says, why aren't we like Cloak? I like it better. Foundation says, news is too much power. I'm generating monitoring equipment if everyone can buy and see us. And Manager says, too bad for them. Spider-Man says, so this thing with the door is the thing that because the whole iron flipped over. Jones says, yeah, the manager seems to have cleared this area pretty well, but they obviously got other priorities besides redecorating. Spider-Man says, good cause. I thought maybe Mysterio was amazing with me again. Fountain says, what's the matter? They have changed things again. Spider-Man says, no, Jones, he says, not the layout aside from it being flipped, but this new machinery is designed to transmit an inside amount of energy. Okay, and then Jones says, relax, we're doing this. The secret door was for a crisis event. Escapees. Event will escape us will take us to news what we knew. What to be, sorry, my office. Foundation can wreck it on the way out. Keep moving. Jones says, it's exactly as I left, except you know upside down. Geckner started later. The 0 points right across the hall, isn't it? Jones says, yeah. Jones says, you guys go ahead. I'll cover our backs. All right. Last page, finally. This is where the 0 point is, well, before. That's it, the source of everything. Jones says the evacuation's gone faster than I expected. The manager says, wow, that's I never see anything quite like it, and I fought like a giant armadillo. Spider-Man says, or what? The founder says, or every cell in your body will be ripped from the other sense and sent to different realities. Don't touch the 0 point until Jones collaborates it. Spider-Man says, cool, I'm just gonna stand over here and keep my hands to myself. Foundation says, hurry up, Jones, you will wash the door. And then it happens, and they're one step behind us usual. And then it shows a Doctor Strange advertisement. Oh, never mind, we're not done. I thought we were done. Let me see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my god, this is more pages than I thought. Oh god, okay. This will be a long video. Okay. Continue on, the Dr. Sloan says, news in the secret store to Jones' office was a mistake I had at all. It didn't take a genius, which I am, to figure out where you were heading. Don't bother wanting. I delivered tubes for my to the surface on the way. Gunner says, I doubtful on you to walk straight into a room containing the one thing that you can kill, even you, on contact. Dr. Stone says, Gunner, toss him into the sewer point. Alright. Jones says, Spider-Man says, attack, stick with the plan, I got these two. Jenna, I promise you, Jenna is here, and he is. Foundation says, that's not Jenna, I knocked this guy out when I saved you from this place. You think Jenna will go down easily? And then it says, at the end of Fortnite chapter 2 and then chapter 1. Jones is not Jenna, so all those times I thought was me with the big boss. Sloan says, you thought Jenna has time on to waste on the time like you, Jones. And then he's finding them. And then, focus, Jones, do your job. That's what I did my job for the centuries. And the boss didn't even know my name. It's better when they don't know. Trust me, it's when the aliens give me and wanted pictures on the desk by noon. Kind of funny. And it says they're fighting. Alright. Oh, Imagine says we need cover, you the skinny one. Already, I got it. just need automated. We don't have it automated. Jones is working on the thing. Go. I gotta figure out how to make sure they don't fall at us. Or killing us both. On it, what are you doing? Making sure they can't fall at us. Who can tell these days? Alright. Destiny Reality 616. Dr. Sloan's still finding. She says no, and then it resets. Sloan says, I'm gonna say it, but damn it, Jones, you are extra fired. And you finishing. Are you dead? Gunner on my mark. 1, 2. Boom now. Alright. I think it's the last page, so now Gunner says knock him straight out, do the same thing, he's dead. Sloan says I thought he was before it was being wrong, but it doesn't matter. Sloan says our enemies numbers are reduced. That Imagine, Jones, and Spider-Man are gone. Whatever they're planning will take time, and they don't realize it now little time they have. Alright. So now it says Outwearers. Ugh. And then Spider-Man says, don't draw up in the max. Don't draw with the max. Deep breaths, it will pass. Jones says we got a bigger problem. I told you to imagine that to agonize the locals. But well, Jones says you met her. Captain Marvel. Alright, Captain Marvel says, you energy signatures, aliens, where you come from. You know what? Never mind. You're going back to the hard way. The Imagine says your worst nightmare. And they're fighting. And then Spider-Man says, Captain Marvel, wait. Imagine, stop. We're all on the same side. Also, please don't kill me. Spider-Man, I saw you on the ground. I thought she'd be you unconscious. Why you just assume? To be fair, I wanted to too many times. Spider-Man says, Ashley is good. We went into each other. Get on the Avenger phones. Call everyone. East Coast, West Coast, Secret, Mighty, Heck. And call Avengers Academy is as Stowe says. It's not what we call the Avengers phone. We need a big hero meeting. Alright. Next we have, I don't know who this is, but. So yes, obviously, so me folks, we need to stay and take care of our world. But every reality is in danger, so the more of us who go, the better. And here is everybody. Everyone who's been here before is one step ahead. So Dora, Storm, Iron Man, you're all on my top of my list. Like I said, I'm saying, but everyone who's going gathering to the left, squeeze together like for a class photo outside between reality 0. Spider-Man says, oh, that's all I got. And I can just say, I just said that was awesome. I never get to one of these meetings. It's a total wash and scary. Can anyone stop looking at me now? Iron Man says, okay, people, I already generated a list of who can go and who can stays last. Optimal power says applications, listen up. Alright. Spider-Man says, so much for me wanting the meeting, but I'm kind of relieved. I'm not ready to manage material. Jones says, I hate sitting out the war. The three of us need to find a friend here fast. Imagine says, my onboard systems have tracked its general arriving point within a radius of 100 miles, your miles. But there is some background influence of the era or either of the your experience tracking. Spider-Man says, not without a spider tracer, but I do know where someone is who is. and right before I sent them to the Iron Storm, told us how to find you. Okay, we have 2 pages left. Alright, Spiderman says, all makes sense now, right? Jones is still, I could have even thought I was there. Listen, Mr. Wolverine, he told it won't allow me. To really understand this, we have to go back all the beginning of our question. Wolverine says, I'm in. And Lantern says, I'll be the best fight you ever had. Spider-Man says, really? That's all I have to say? Pay the man webs. I gotta hit the head. Next, we have Dr. Doom. He says the fools are behaving as expected, stumbling about like blind bales. I shall attend to this matter with ease. Do not concern yourself with them any further. Jano, and then there he is. He says, your assistance, Gritty. Appreciate it. So he hired Jano to fight the Upers, I think, the 7 whatever. There's Jano. He says, Dr. Von Doom, we admit, very, very few to our inner circle, but in our army first, you may have been the easiest choice. Welcome, you are already invited addition to the Magic Order. So, alright, so that's end of issue 1. So basically, Dr. Doom is now working with the Imaginary Order with Jano, and Jano hired Dr. Doom to help with the Imaginary Order to take on the 7 and the other people who were Marvel. And then this is to be continued. And it says, and it shows this thing that shows me working with Epic Games. So the writers were Crystal Cage, Donny Mustard, and all that stuff. And then it says Fortnite X Marvel Civil War issue 2 sales on July 7th, 13. And the Civil War, and then it shows the Daredevil thing. And that's it, guys. That is issue number 1 of Fortnite X Marvel Civil War, issue number 1. I enjoyed the story so far. It's going great so far. I can't wait to read more as it comes up very soon. Stay tuned for issue number 2 reading. I hope I have enough space because this is going to be a long video. So anyways, guys, take care. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.